I mentioned that as a new technology. Here's how we work in the Entertainment Technology Center. We want someone to come to us with a challenge. The Pittsburgh Children's Museum came to us and said, we have one of the world's best puppet collections. One little problem, the children can't touch the puppets. If a child can't touch a puppet, there's not much interest. A puppet you can't touch is usually one of the ugliest dolls imaginable. So they said, how do we fix this? Can you come up with something whereby it's interesting? Once again, I said, I can't. I'm a 55-year-old guy. My brain's shot. But my students can. They came up with what you're taking a look at. An input device whereby two children can come up to the device. Through a touch screen, they can select a particular puppet. They then have a shared stage where my puppet will interact with your puppet. We can change the sound. We can change soundtrack. We can change the background. If I get tired of this one puppet, I can bring in another puppet. This has been so successful, the museum built a separate wing simply to house it. Synthetic interviews. We were given a challenge by Raj Reddy once, the Dean of School of Computer Science. It was a bizarre challenge. He called me into the room with a colleague of mine, Scott Stevens, and he said, I'm going to a conference really soon. I want to do something special, so can you bring somebody back from the dead? I thought I was hearing things. I was like, what? And my colleague from computer science is going, oh, let's see, bring someone back from the dead. Yeah, I think we can do that. Yeah, I think we can do that. And I was like, what? What are we going to do? We're going to bring someone back from the dead? And Raj goes, 3 months. Is 3 months good? And my colleague's going, yeah, three months, that should be fine. That should be fine. I'm like, what is going on here? Then I realized what we meant. So we invented a new technology called synthetic interviews. We brought Einstein back from the dead. That has now become commercialized. And I want to show you what I mean when I say we invented technology and we then put it into practice. I have a video for you about bringing Benjamin Franklin back from the dead in Philadelphia. So if you have that video called Ben Franklin, run it now, because that really will show you what a project in the ETC is all about, how we do it, what the end result is, and how much fun we have.
Is a project where guests can walk up to the study of Ben Franklin and ask him questions about his life and times in the late 1700s and expect his ghost to appear and answer them. When someone asks Ben a question, say, what is your favorite food? The technology searches a database of hundreds of possible answers and comes up with the most appropriate answer. For Ben's image, we used an old theater trick called Pepper's Ghost. In this case, we installed a projector high on the exhibit, away from where the guests could see it, and his image is projected down on an angled screen. The image then bounces against an angled piece of optical glass, and Ben shows up sort of floating behind that glass. It looks ghostly. Some of the biggest challenges in designing the Ben Franklin synthetic interview weren't about the technology, actually about how the guests would really interact with Ben.
I think it's quite magical. I love the way his elbow sort of floats outside the screen and he really seems to be coming towards you. It's extremely interactive. You really can ask these questions. I love turning the page. I love the way it just folds over. And I think it's technology well used for a wonderful historical purpose, and I really am impressed.
Getting to know Carnegie Mellon Entertainment Technology Center has been absolutely fascinating. They're on the cutting edge of what people are looking for, and that is education that's entertaining. That's what Lights to Liberty specializes in, so it was a perfect marriage.
One of the things that I saw today during my visit to Tec de Monterrey, which really made me feel good to be a human, was the emphasis you all have on social development. It is extremely important that young people learn at an early age that we are our brother's keeper. It is up to us to take care of the world. In the Entertainment Technology Center, notice it's entertainment. We also teach our students about social responsibility. There is a place in Florida called Give Kids the World. Give Kids the World is the most positive environment I have ever been to in my life. The story of Give Kids the World is unbelievable. It was founded by a concentration camp survivor, a young man at the time who lived through hell and who made a vow to God that if he ever survived the concentration camps, he would create the complete inverse of what he experienced. He would create the most magnificent environment where children who are sick can go and experience wonder and magnificence. He created a place called Give Kids the World. It is the #1 Make-A-Wish destination on the planet. And doesn't it say something to all of us that when children from different worlds, cultures, countries, languages, if they're made aware that they're going to die, that their time is short, they want to go see Mickey Mouse, they want to go to Disney World. And so Give Kids the World is where they go. They are flown in for free, their entire family. They are put up in a townhouse for the entire week. They are given free tickets to Disney World, Universal Studios. The world itself is this magnificent theme park. And for 1 week, forget that you're sick. Forget that this might be the last time you're together with your family in a wonderful environment. Our students must do a project for Give Kids the World each year. And this was not an idea that we had. This was an idea the students had because one of our faculty members had to go to Give Kids the World with her child, who thankfully survived. But it was the students who went there and came back and said, we need to do something for the sick children. I'm going to show you another video. Well, what I'm going to show you right now is the Star Fairy. Every child who goes to Give Kids the World is given a star. And traditionally, the star was put into the ceiling. There's no more space in the ceiling. So now the students created this experience where the Star Fairy will take the star and will put it in to the galaxy. And it is this magnificent experience where the child takes his or her star, puts it in the treasure box, and the Star Fairy comes in and will take it virtually and show that it is now part of the heavens. We've done a variety of projects for Give Kids the World, one of which was the creation of a 4D theater. This was an experience where we made an 8-minute animated movie, because we like Pixar. We make our own movies, where the students animated an 8-minute movie taking the characters of Give Kids the World. The mayor's a bunny rabbit. His wife is a bunny rabbit. And we made this movie of Mayor Clayton's birthday. And the movie itself is spectacular, but we went beyond that. We made sure that the theater responded to the movie so that every special effect in the movie occurs in real time in the cinema. I'm going to show you another video about this experience where the students of the Entertainment Technology Center, almost all of whom want to work for game companies or Disney World, they want to make a good living, they want to have a wonderful life, but they want to give back, where they created this 4D theater experience for these children. Roll the video for Give Kids the World and get out the Kleenex.
Give Kids the World is a place where children who have life-threatening illnesses go. One of our faculty who has a child who's a leukemia survivor happened to run into some of the people from the Give Kids the World resort, and they invited us to come for a tour.
Last semester I had an opportunity to come here and get a tour of everything and all the scenery and the people here. I thought it was such an amazing place. The group of students that went down here really wanted to reach out and do something, so we devised this theater project.
There were 3 different phases to the project. One was to come up with an animation based on characters that were at the Give Kids World Resort. Our students also wanted to give the children there an experience of an audience interaction kind of experience based on Building Virtual Worlds course here and work that had come out of there. And the third part of the project was to deliver an animateering kiosk with swappable virtual puppet characters.
The Big Surprise is one of the first animated films to come out of the ETC. We made it based on the characters at the Give Kids the World Village. And the unique thing about The Big Surprise is that there were physical effects that went off in the theater while the movie plays. So you have wind going off when there's a thunderstorm, mist going off for the rain, lightning has lights going off in the theater, there's fiber optics for the starlight. When the rainbow shoots across the screen, there's bubbles shooting out at the audience that the kids can jump up and hit. And so it's this immersive experience. It's not just like watching a regular film.
Being able to create something that children who may not have much longer to live, and being able to show to them something unique, something special, and I think it's going to be something that will live on and will definitely touch the hearts of some of the children.
Working throughout this semester, we didn't realize the true purpose of what we were doing this for, but coming down here and seeing the kids' faces, understanding exactly what we're doing and who we're doing it for really helps with motivation. And I think that's going to be one of the biggest things I carry away from this project.
The Give Kids World project was one that was incredibly inspiring for everyone who worked on it, faculty and students alike. The feeling that we were actually making a difference in people's lives was the biggest motivation behind all the work that was done, and we would do it again in a heartbeat.
So it's important to keep in mind that when we talk about a project, like that particular project, at week 0, it was an idea. At week 15, an animated movie, a fully equipped theater, special effects, everything is designed, installed, running, show control system is created, and that's your grade. Let's talk about some of the other things we do.